I don't know what you mean when you say that.
I'll tell you in a minute. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Ice Cream Sunday.
I wonder if this is going to be a reprise of our the thing that we did the other day in the bathtub, the singing like Disney and
oh my god, we
songs.
literally it was the most exciting thing of my life, I think, to be in a bathtub with someone I love and salt on my back and feeling good. And we literally sang Broadway musicals, Disney musicals for an hour. It's like
knew all the lyrics to 0 of the songs. So just remember, if you don't feel like you know what you're doing and it's stopping you from taking the first step, just pretend you're singing a Broadway musical that you don't know the words to in your bathtub with your wife, and you'll be fine. Because the point is actually to just do it and have a good time and laugh. Metaphor for life.
Okay, what are we doing today?
I feel like I'm out of focus. Why? Because it's focused on you, and you're like 5 feet further in front of me. I know you're like sharp. And
I know, I look good.
I'm like, so everybody, maybe this will help. Hey girl, hey. Welcome to Ice Cream Sundays.
With Nougats of truth.
Nougats, not buffets.
Yes,
apparently.
we have been told you got some coaching. Right?
I know. I was talking to my business coach and he was like, I really love that it's Nougats of truth. He said nuggets actually, but I didn't correct him because I don't think he got the play on words quite. But he said, you're giving people buffets of truth right now. You're giving them the whole buffet of truth. It's supposed to be nougats of truth, right?
So what does that mean? That means that we're going to change things a little bit. That means you and I are going to keep to a schedule.
No, we've actually done this in the past. So it was a good reminder for us to recommit. I don't know if you guys are like this, but I have to write long and then I edit down. Like that is how I have to write. I'm not one of those people who never has enough words.
I didn't have time to write you a short letter, so I wrote you a long one.
That is me, 100%.
I think it was Benjamin Franklin somewhere.
Well, I said it first. So welcome to Ice Cream Sundays with Nougats of Truth. We do this every Sunday at 3 p.m. San Francisco time with very few exceptions. We offer, in this magical partnership, single card readings on the topic of your choice and also ice cream chakra clearings. So what does that mean? That's a weird, eclectic, goobly, gobbledy, biggledy boop. Well, actually, it's amazing. Let me tell you why. Ice cream chakra clearings are the bomb.com. If you've never had one, you should stick around and get on our list. And single card readings, hello, it's amazing the amount of advice, knowledge, information, guidance, things that come through the universe in a single card for you. And we're using a really exciting deck today that I absolutely love. We'll see if you guys can see the artwork well. So again, my name is Rose with Love by Design, and I do so many magical things, but actually today I am going to be telling you guys about a really cool, sweet, easy, awesome, magical offer that I am going to be making. And I'm going to be offering a slight discount for people who watch Ice Cream Sundays, who sign up for it. I really want to be able to deliver to everybody like a little bit, a taste of the things that you get here every week, just to get a little bit actually in your inbox, things that are specific to how we are in relationship with ourselves, with others, in our love lives, and the universe, right? Tips and tricks. I'm going to tell you more about that later. But let me just say it's at a really, really awesome price point. If you're like, oh my God, I don't have enough money, like stretch yourself a little bit. Trust me when I say, you don't have to trust me, but this is something that I would not say because I hate it when people say this and they're faking it. There have been moments when I paid for things that
I'm like off screen. See, this is why
you're doing whatever. I don't know what you're doing.
Oh, I'm trying to write all this stuff, but I lean like this so that I'm off screen. So it's just, this is why I sit here for anyways. I'm listening. Sorry.
I love that this is like the second live that we've done. We're right in the middle of me trying to share this like really awesome like offering. You're like, oh, but by the way, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, cool, totally lost my train of thought. Anyway, we'll tell you more about that later. For now, get on our list. Do you want a chakra clearing or do you want a single card reading? Marita is probably already taking down a list of people who know how it works because we got a lot of repeat customers here, people. But we also have a lot of new people. Every time we do this live, we've reached thousands upon thousands of people around the world. We've been doing it for over a year. I mean, I can't even imagine how many thousands of people we've reached at this point. We should try to estimate it. Actually, that would be pretty amazing. Thinking about like every week, if we reach between, 600 to 2,000 or 3,000 people each week, that's a lot of people that we have connected to in community through this live. That's amazing. Okay, we're just 2 people, y'all. You can make a difference. So Marita's taking down names. Here's what we want to know from you. Do you want a clearing or do you want a card reading? If you want a carding, either one, you need to let us know that you give us permission to work with you, right? We're going to ask consent right now. Can we work with you? Can we work with your energy? Can we work on your chakras? Can we channel messages for you? Can we let the magical universe connect to our intuition and give you the guidance that you're asking for? Okay, so you need to give us what you want, give us permission, and if you are getting a single card reading, we want a topic from you.
Yeah. If you're following in the comments, thanks for everyone who's joined us. A lot of Karma Jones, Emily Foster, Teresa, Nick Saley. If you want an amazing way to write your ask, Nick Saley Franklin. Beautiful. Permission given, single card, question focus is this, like really focused, right? So thank you so much for doing that. There's power in asking in a very focused way, right? And there's power in asking of like, hey, I need help, right? Not if you feel led, you got to ask. You got to raise your hand, because there's a lot of people out there that are asking for a lot of things, and that's okay. The universe can hold all that space. So last, último point is must be present to win. So when we keep this list and if we call your name, right? Check it twice, call you twice, 3 times, you're out, right? As they say, batter. So this is
I'm going to hold you accountable to that this time.
Okay.
You often do not.
Then we move. And if you miss your turn, you miss your turn. Okay. We're not going to come back. So this is who we're doing. Ay.
I mean, we can try to come back, fine, but
we usually do.
Over you.
Okay, so Casey Hunt, are you still here? Then we're going to do Teresa, and then direction is personal health. Be even better. And then Carolyn Pandey. So there's the 3 first people up, the batting order, right? Casey Hunt,
the batting order.
Teresa, and Carolyn. I played softball, baseball for a very long time. I kind of missed it.
I want to pop back to something you said really quickly. Is that okay?
Yeah.
I know you have this like go goal reset kind of, but I really want to make sure we take the time to talk about the things that are important.
Yeah.
And I love that you just talked about the fact that, right, asking for what you want in a very direct way. I just want to let everybody know here, I get that the context for everybody is different, right? This is something that I've been thinking about a lot in my life, right? Can we expect others to ask for things in a direct way when they have been conditioned their whole lives not to be direct about what they want?
Wow, that's amazing.
And I just want to create space for the fact that we get that it's hard to know in whatever context that you're in what the expectations are, right? Whether people are going to be reactive if you're really direct, whether they're going to appreciate it. So I want to set the context here, set the expectation here. We are welcoming and normalizing very direct asks. Totally awesome, wonderful. Practice it here. Do it. We love it. We're into it.
It's like if you were going to get a sandwich and they give you that little thing and you get to circle what you want, right? Be that direct. It's okay. We'll take the sandwich order.
It's okay. We're good.
The ice cream order.
We're inviting it. We're
ice cream Sundays. Okay, so hey,
the
Dwayne.
Ice cream order.
The ice cream order.
It's the ice cream Sunday order.
Ice cream Sunday order.
Oh my God,
just
so cute.
Oh, we could totally
So
do that. Anyways,
it's the cutest.
hello everyone.
So something I also want to emphasize for people who are watching, we are going to be probably at some point, we're going to be shifting the way that we do these lives. We are actually going to be doing the live stream in our group, Ice Cream Sundays with Nougats of Truth. So what I would suggest to you is if you want to know when this live is happening, so you don't have to think about it and be like, oh, when is it on? It'll notify you. Join our group. We do not put tons of stuff in there. We don't post things. We do sometimes offer specials to that group before we will offer them to the general public. But we're going to start streaming through that group. It will be a process, but I would highly recommend while you're here with us, join the group right now. It only asks you a couple questions. You can give us your email address if you're interested in getting like tips and things that we offer through our businesses, but you don't have to join the group. It's not required.
I got like mad free stuff on my website right now.
She's got she puts out a lot of amazing, inspiring stuff.
And it's pretty. And it's pretty
I know.
too.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It's very aesthetically pleasing.
Exactly.
I would never look at stuff that is ugly. Like, well, not never, but it's like I have to really, really want to.
Okay, let's start this. We're going to start with Casey Hunt, a card on her career, then Teresa, chakra clearing,
Casey
and then Carolyn, a chakra clearing, and then Carmen Jones.
You want to get out the
Carmen
bell,
Jones.
please?
Bum, bum, bum.
Por favor.
Thanks for everyone who's here. Please share, please care.
Yeah, part of the reason we reach thousands of people is
help us.
Because of you guys, you folks.
Muchas gracias.
Humans.
Home. Here's your card, Casey Hunt. Been singing a lot lately.
Look.
Hey, there we go.
It's a card
there you go. Here we go. Here's your card, Casey Hunt. This is an exciting card. We know a little about this card because we just did a personal reading for someone, which is really amazing. If you're interested in booking us for a personal reading, they're pretty powerful, right?
God, they're really powerful. I actually just did a whole night of readings last night that was live and in person, which there's only very special circumstances that you get to work with me live and in person. This was a special event that I was supporting a friend's fundraising efforts, and they were amazing. So, if you're thinking about that, trust me, it's freaking worth it.
Yes, thank you for sharing. That's all we ask. And if you like our pages, that's always great. Casey Hunt, here's your card on career. It's Blessing of the Kata bestowed. We are using today the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle, which I love. It's so much fun. You know, so many times we see Kuan Yin in very kind of like, very posed and very like zen and in like alabaster and things that break, right? And to see that her wild side and her youthful side, the ability to have that youth, that ability to have that joy and to live, you know? So one of the things that I will mention as I keep moving this card around, you can barely see it, is there's a white buffalo right here, right? And look at how there's that kind of link to it, to the horn, right? So that's very important in this reading because it's a link to the divine. This is your link to the divine. If anyone knows the Lakota teachings, white buffalo, maiden, it's about that, right? The ability of the divine to be linked to you. And this is kind of your little umbilical cord as you're running away, having fun. Not running away, but, you know, being linked to divine with your purpose.
The interesting thing about this card is it has a lot to do with relationships, actually. So I'm wondering if the question is about career. What about the career? Anything specific?
Casey Hunt, if you want to tell us a little bit more about that, more about your career, be a little bit more precise with the question, that'd be great.
Yeah, it's not totally necessary, but if you want to add some extra information or kind of layers of context, you'd be interested. What I will say is that this card does have a lot to do with...
I had coffee today. I'm a little...
Oh my God, you should have heard her earlier. Her brain was like... And her mouth was like... And then they said... Anyway, This card has a lot to do with relationships. So much of it is talking about this blessing of the kata bestowed. The kata is this scarf right here that's in, you can kind of see this white scarf. There we go. That's the kata. And it is to provide blessing on new endeavors, on new relationships, you know, on love. And sort of when we're thinking about career, another piece of it is also recognizing like the moments that we're scared to let go of some, or like move forward because we've been wounded or something hasn't worked out in the past. And so for you, I think the important aspect of this is there some part of you? So I think the thing about this, wanting to know if a job is in the cards soon, it's interesting. I think there's some energy that's tied up for you in the area of relationships, and that energy is what you need to continue to move forward. So it's kind of giving you this like go ahead of, hey, if you can do some release and healing in this area of relationships, and you know, it's okay to be scared of getting hurt.
She needs more relationship advice. Hello.
So if in the area, however you choose to interpret this, because we're kind of already into the reading, so I don't want to like go back and sort of restart, but you have a lot of energy tied up in something that has happened in the past around relationship.
Struggling to let go, move on.
And that is actually getting in the way of you being able to move forward with the energy that you need in your career, right? The energy that we have tied up in stuff that we're having a hard time letting go of, that we have been wounded by, and we are like scared to kind of open again, scared to put it out there again. This card is giving you the blessing to move forward. So I think that they're very they're very intertwined right now. Somebody I was doing a reading for last night was like, yeah, but which area of my life do I need to take a leap in? Which one do I need to have a complete shift in? And I was like, no, it's all of it. They're all so interconnected. There are some changes that we make that will change, right, all the areas of our life. You're having a great time, aren't you? I'm happy for you. So, yeah, that's my recommendation right now, is pay attention to where your energy is going, because that is the energy that you need to move into a new job and career. It's going to free up a lot for you if you can do some letting go and healing around that. And the universe is like, hey, it's okay. It's okay to move forward. It's time. It's time. Yeah. Cool. Anything else?
That's good. I you know, just from personal life, you know, I can tell you that when I've healed relationships with myself, and done that work, the job, the other relationships and things like that, that just becomes easy. You know, that just becomes easy because I'm at the vibration that I need. And so I'm not calling in the same crisis over and over. So I get out of the circle of crisis.
I love that phrase.
Just like when your body gets into a circle of pain, literally they have to, hence sometimes doctors create neural blocks, right? They put a block in, which they did with me, is because my brain was attached to the cycle of pain with some of the surgeries that I had. And so they had to block it so that it could heal. So sometimes that block, that space of just going deep within to heal and do that healing is so necessary so that we get out of the cycle of crisis. That's all I got to say.
Cool. All right. Right on, right on. I hope that was helpful, Casey.
She said yes.
If you are interested in doing a longer reading, I would love to do a reading for you and support around your relationship. This is like my absolute passion, you know? So please reach out, and we also I'd be happy to talk to you about, you know, what options are available if you just want to do something short that's like more personal and focused on that area. Cool.
Okay, let's move on. That is chakra clearing, and then Carolyn, you are next for chakra clearing. Thanks for everyone who's joining us. Just so you know, this is Marita with the Path of Ish, spelled I-X. It's mine for the Path of the Jaguar. So the Path of the Jaguar is a path of the shadow self, getting to know your shadow self, walking through the shadow, embracing yourself on a path of radical self-love, not leaving you or anyone behind.
My name is Rose with Love by Design, and I am absolutely in love with helping people with their love lives. Love by Design is really about that perfect combination of, intention, magic, right? Adventure. It's all about how we're sort of told this story like we're supposed to know how to make relationships work, and that they're supposed to happen organically. Like nothing takes like intention or learning skills or tools or actually having to work at it, right? Like the stories that we're told through the media and the ways that maybe, we've learned from different models, there's just not enough normalization of the fact that we need support and we need tools to actually have the relationships that we want to have. And there's always that element of magic, right? There's always that element. And that actually is definitely connected to the offer that I'm going to be putting out soon, which is all about how to have these practices of spirit, magic, ritual, in your relationship life and make it work for you. I mean, we would not have our relationship without those practices. We have so much of our relationship we share. We share these practices together, and it really deepens things for us and uncovers hidden truths.
Hey.
So,
okay, perfect. So let's do this clearing for Teresa. And then on deck, we have Carolyn Pande, P-A-N-D-E. So just making sure you're next, ready to go. So here we go. Wow. So the flavor that I'm getting for you, and if you've never seen an ice cream chakra clearing, here we go. So the reason that we use ice cream flavors is that the olfactory and also the gustatory senses actually tie into memory much more than any of our senses that we have. So when we're doing the clearings, we're allowed to go to kind of a deeper level. Plus it's fun, right?
And emotion.
Right?
And how emotion and our senses help us access the embodiment process of healing.
I like that you said that.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not just about thinking and trying to like draw all the energy through here in our head. It's also this process of embodiment that we have a lot of power in our bodies for healing and clearing and changing, right? Right. So we're trying to activate that. Girl, I know that lion is like, yeah.
Okay. So this is what I got for you. I've got Bananas Foster. Now, if you've ever seen Bananas Foster created, they throw brandy on it and then light it up on fire.
I don't think I actually ever have seen it in person.
Tableside, yeah, old school, man. Cool. And so that's the flavor that's coming in, and part of that flavor that's coming in is that fire, right? That fire coming in from your third chakra, the way that you put yourself out in the world. And of course, your third chakra, the color is yellow. And what this is talking about is putting fire behind your intentions. Really, this is and we're still in the time of fire. We're about to switch, right, into the time of harvest, which is the season of the West in a lot of Lakota, Hopi, and other Native American teachings. But we're right now in the time of the South, which is the time of fire. And so this is the time for those seeds. Sometimes seeds need fire to pop open. And so this is talking about clearing out, getting out of your own way. Can you get out of your own way? So Teresa, I know you do a lot of work. I want you to go deep right now into your third chakra. I know you can get there. And I want you to access that power. I want you to access the power of your intention. And then I want you to see what's getting in the way and what are the doors that you need to close, right? If we were doing a one-on-one, it'd be a long journey. This is just a quick one, right? Quick little road trip. So that is something that you need to discover. That is something that you need to clear. Really meditate this next week, right? I would actually say do a novena. Do 9 days, right? Do a novena. 9 days. When you're meditating, meditate on your third chakra and bring in fire, right? For me, banana, also the flavor, I love bananas. I mean, they're just so good for you, good potassium and stuff like that. And I grew them. For me, bananas is like, I always go for them. And I love the little stickers, the Chiquita, I'd wear them all over as a little girl because I'm Chiquita banana, right? So there's something in there about play and easiness. And then bananas, sometimes they're used in comedy a lot, right? So there's a sense of fun that has to come in, a sense of fun and that yellow and that brightness that has to come in through that fire, right? It's the fire of fun. Like, stop getting so serious about things. You know, Rose told me a couple months ago, she's like, Marita, the reason that you're not being successful is because you're not coming from joy. You're not creating from joy. And that has been an amazing journey to do. So stay in that third chakra as we clear it, but definitely for the next 9 days, you do a novena, go through in there and meditate and see. And every day a little bit more will be revealed. A little bit more will be revealed as that fire kind of burns through it.
I got a different flavor for you, but same chakra. So third chakra. And the flavor that I got for you is like that really intense tangerine. So it's like they have really thin skins, really, really rich orange color, very sweet, but also a lot of tart. So it's like turning the volume up on the orange, right? Orange juice is like good and it's sweet, but then the tangerine like turns the volume up on the tart and the sweet. And it's really just to give you that vitality, that energy in your third chakra. I was doing some work and clearing while Marita was talking, so I'm not going to spend too much more time on it. But if that's helpful for you to imagine, just that like tart, sweet punch, that citrus punch, right? The flavor, the taste, like for me, when I have that kind of like orange juice, tangerine juice, it's like I can almost feel my body get more awake when I drink it, you know, between the vitamin C, the sugar, just the acid, the flavor, the color. And when I was just doing the clearing for you, I just felt like this orange energy coming down when I was clearing and preparing. And it's that like, whoa, yeah, like, whoa. So that is the energy that's coming through for your third chakra. It's that tangerine ice cream, right? Not super creamy ice cream. This is like more on the citrus side, more on the sorbet side.
Awesome.
Really, really rich.
Awesome.
Okay.
There we go.
Cool.
Disconnecting. Thank you so much. Okay, Carolyn Panday, here we go. Ready for you? After that, lined up, we have Karma Jones. So Karma, if you want to be even more specific about your ask, right now we just have card on career. That would be great. Thank you so much. Okay, Carolyn Panday, here we go. Vámonos. Bubblegum, third eye. That's the flavor that I got. So I got this kind of pink, like bodacious bubblegum, just like popping experience. And again, there seems to be this energy in this group. This group needs to have more fun. People, if you're watching today, have more fun, right? So, and as you're like, that's easy to say, Marita. I got an adult. We got adult every day, right? Don't judge me. Yeah, exactly. But it can be fun. I've discovered that adulting can be fun and not overwhelming. I'm discovering it. And that is through radical self-love. You know, I stopped policing myself recently. I've stopped creating containers of containment, I guess, and stopped relying on, I've surrendered. The biggest thing that I've done over the past couple weeks is surrender. And so surrender, there's a joy to it. There's a joy to not having the responsibility of everything, of not figuring everything out, because this is the thing. You can't control everything. You're never going to know everything. Even if you lived hundreds of millions of years, you're still not going to know everything, because everything changes. Knowledge changes. Traditions change. Traditions change. One last time. Traditions change. There's no one pure way of getting to the truth, right? There are many paths. We all walk the many paths. Just have compassion for each other. So this bubble gum is really about popping all those, that need to control, that need to know, that need to be reactive out of fear, that need to be like, well, I need to do this, and I need, why? There's no joy. This is about joy. This is about fun. This is not about control. This is about surrender. So getting out of the head, getting into the heart. That's my nougat. I would tell you more and I'd show you how to do it, but just if you're interested in that, private message me.
Thank you. My darling, my dear. I got a different flavor for you. I actually got the flavor of sugar plums.
South Africa. Wow.
And the image that I saw immediately when I kind of reached out to work with you was like your inner child coming up and being like this, right? Like little high five. Hello. And I think it's really about that energy of play. It's for the heart chakra, and it's also for the area between the heart chakra and your third chakra, your solar plexus chakra. It's really like, this is like where your inner child is living right now. And she is interested in playing, and she's interested in some attention and just like some hangout time, really. That was like the vibe that I got. And I don't know if you did this when you were a little kid, but sometimes like I would put like either a plum or like an orange slice or something in my mouth, you know, so that when you smile, it's just like the piece of fruit in your smile. That's what I saw. I saw your little inner girl, you know? Yeah. So I think she just wants you to like spend some time with her. That was the vibe that I was getting. And it's going to give you some, it's really for that sense of home and like remembering your own value, home within yourself, which is so important. I'm going to leave it there. Cool. Hopefully that was helpful for you. Plum, sugar plum, ice cream.
I like that. That's beautiful.
Delicious.
I like that.
We just saw sugar plums at the store today. I don't know if you saw them, but I saw them.
Look at my hair.
Tabasco sauce.
You're so crazy. You're so crazy.
I just follow my, magical little brain, and sometimes funny things happen.
Hello, Dina Smith. I gave you your number sequence for the week. Dina, we have a secret language. Okay.
That's nice.
Here we go, Carolyn.
I don't even know what the secret language is, and I'm married to her, so don't even try.
Karma Jones, card on career, but she went a little bit more in depth. I'd like to know what path I should follow that is aligned with my life purpose. Okay. I was starting to do a clearing, and I was like, oh, no, it's a card.
Look at this hilarious combo.
Wow. That's really interesting. Well, it's the so it's funny. She just pulled two cards, but we'll go with one central theme here, which is joy.
Yeah.
So today's theme on Ice Cream Sunday with Nougats of Truth is joy and fun. Are you creating from joy or a sense of obligation? So many times when we talk about, am I on the right path? Am I doing the right thing?
Oh, thank you.
This is the thing. Do you have joy? Does it bring you joy? Words of wisdom from my Uber driver this morning. She said, isn't it amazing if we could all wake up happy, right? And I said, well, I mean, I'm grateful for my life. She goes, no. That's great. You have a home, you have roof over your head, you have a good job, you have a good relationship, you have your friends. She's like, but are you in your wholeness? And I was like, wow, this Uber driver is deep. Let's give her extra tip on that. And I felt it when she was talking to me, because she had been giving me accounting advice. I know, it was an amazing Uber drive. And it was all about being in your vibration. If you are trying to make a decision, how does it feel in your body? Does it bring you excitement and joy? Follow that joy. That joy will lead you beyond anything that you can ever dream of.
To a world of pure imagination.
That's a song that I've been singing a lot lately.
Okay, so here's the two cards that I pulled, and it's crazy like how similar they are and how far apart in the deck they are. Okay, I picked number 2, which is her joy overcomes gravity.
Gravity.
I'll tell you a little bit more about that card. And then the second card I picked is her joy renders the impossible task possible.
Gravity.
Oh my God. So it's basically like her joy is what makes it happen. So that's why she was like, there's this theme of joy. So when we're talking about her joy overcoming gravity and her joy renders the impossible task possible, there's the first one about gravity is about trust and faith. And really that you have to trust and believe that, you know, the energy following your joy, that it's going to happen. Where you're going is going to happen. It might be a little bit unclear right now, and that's okay. But you have this sacred reason that you're here. And when we talk about her joy renders the impossible task possible, yeah, you have been working, you have been weaving and working and creating this path, you know, this thread that carries throughout your whole life. And it, again, it might not be totally clear how it all comes together right now, but it's going to be important for you at some point to take a leap, to really trust and to take a leap into the purpose, right? It's okay if you don't know exactly what it is, but you need to, if you are having some like dream of what you want to create, and it's hard to even hope that it's possible, you can believe that it's possible. These cards are like telling you, yes, it's possible. And it's also like your divine duty to show up in this way. And it's joy, 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 joy.
I love it. Dina Smith, a friend of mine from a long time ago, said, joy is just open yourself up. I like it.
Cool.
I like that. I'll take that. I'll take 2 of those.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Anything
awesome.
else?
No, I think we're going to leave it there.
Thank you.
If you want more of that, you know where to get it,
Yeah,
girl.
just a nougat.
I know. So, if you guys are interested in getting magical amazingness like this into your inbox every single week, I am going to start a monthly subscription offer, which is all about getting once a week a tip, a trick, a practice, a ritual, a ceremony, things to really integrate really simply and easily the things that we have been integrating into our lives for years that help us live in this magical, suffused way, right? And what does it allow you to do? Like it opens doors, you know, literally and figuratively. It opens doors in your understanding of yourself and your ability to be in relationship in a way that's really powerful with the people that you want and get what you want from it, what you need from the relationships that you have. It allows you to tap into the energy of the universe to actually like get shit done in a more effective way. It's not, I mean, you know, I'm just saying. So if you're interested, I'm going to give a special price to the people who watch Ice Cream Sunday. So hashtag, if you want tips like this, tips like we bring on this show in your inbox every single week, hashtag magic mailbox. I know, it's amazing.
Just so many things I can say right now.
I know. That's why it's so fun. Hashtag magic mailbox.
You're fun. You're cool.
I know. I'm amazing. And trust me when I say they're going to be delightful and delicious. So,
okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Magic mailbox. Hashtag magic mailbox. It's like a tongue twister. Hashtag magic mailbox. Hashtag magic mailbox. I can't talk.
Awesome. Okay.
Who's
we're
next?
Looking for a few people. Emily Foster, are you on?
Emily Foster.
I know. My good friend, Emily Foster. Nick Saley, are you on? Been writing us on.
Sally.
Saley.
Looks like Sally.
Sally.
Could be wrong.
So
my
again,
gosh.
if you are not present to win, we just keep going on. Gina Brohan, are you still on?
Gina Brohan.
Someone said yes. Someone said yes. Who is here? Emily Foster. Yay! You're a winner. Come up for the price.
You are a winner.
Emily Foster, I know you want a card. I think we should do a chakra clearing. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think, Emily? Let us know. Nick, good. You're next. Emily, let us know if you want the card or if you want a clearing. I know you said card, but I just
She's trying to sell you something.
I'm trying to sell you something, but whatever. We'll pull that card.
For free.
I know. I'm so trying to.
What is the card about?
She goes, that's fine. It's for healing. So let's do a little thing.
You do a thing and I'll do a thing. Right?
Oh, you're gonna get double. You're gonna give her a card too?
Yeah.
Emily Foster. Double trouble. Hey yatta oh ya yeah yatte ya ya yetta ya yeah. Hey yatta oh ya yetta ya yetta ya yeah atta ya yeah hey ya ya namaha. Hey ya nahamaha. Hey ya nahamaha. You get three things a song too. What is coming in for you is cranberries, kidneys, second chakra, your fire, your digestion, and through like that. Cranberries to cool, soothe, relax. I always love that picture of the cranberries in the ocean. Cranberries in the ocean, ocean spray. When they're not in the ocean, but they're in water. But I like to think of them in the ocean, you know. And I know you're a big ocean person. I know. So what's coming through is that connection, right? That connection of sweet and the tart, and also you need the energy of the ocean, my friend. I know you know that. I know you're coming back out here to California to see the Pacific again. In between, salt baths. See if you can take some salt baths to kind of just deal with inflammation, help with just like things flowing through. But this is about your second chakra, right? Second chakra is creativity, right? It is your jewel of what is it called again?
No, that's the third chakra.
Anyways, it's about creativity. It's your fire of creativity.
The third chakra is City of Jewels.
City of Jewels.
That is the solar plexus.
Solar plexus, but this is for the second chakra. So this is all about also your connection to, of course, the creation of sexuality, right? So healing anything that's still about sexuality and your relationship to yourself, your relationship to presentation, your relationship to connections, your relationship to anything like that, and anything that needs healing. That's what's kind of coming up through that. So you need a sweet, tart, ocean spray love for that. And here's your card.
So the card that I got for you is Blessing to Begin. This is about health, right? So the super quick and dirty message of this card is it's time to take a step. Whatever the step is that you've been thinking about taking, that you've been considering, whether it's, you know, whatever action that's been kind of in the still, you know, hasn't happened yet, but you are considering doing it, it's time. It's time to move on it. So if it's in the area of personal health, I don't know specifically what action maybe you've been considering taking. But so many things can affect our physical health, right? Mm-hmm. So many things. So sometimes it's not just specifically like, go to the doctor or make this appointment or try this person. Sometimes it's something else that maybe still will have a big impact on our physical health, you know, like have better boundaries by doing this thing in my relationships from now on, by like saying no when this situation happens or whatever it is, right? Or it may be taking action step of, I've had this vibe that I should like learn about this particular modality. Like maybe it could help me. It's time. It's time to take action. Or I've had this feeling that I can actually work on healing myself by learning about this particular thing. Again, it's time. It's time to take action. So
here we go.
We're going to leave it there for you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Emily.
Disconnecting. Emily Foster. Hope
Thanks
to
for
see
joining
you
us.
soon.
I know, right?
What's the name of that song called? I really want to listen. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I want to go to listen to the one I sang.
Which one?
I
The
have
one
no
she
idea.
just sang just now for the clearing?
That's just...
Or the world of pure imagination?
No, that's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, that's from Charlie and Chakra Factory. But I think they were talking about the song that you just sang.
Oh, yeah. I
there's
just
no name.
channeled that. That was
That's
just...
a no-name song.
No name. Okay. Nick Saley, making sure you're still on, my friend. Let's pull a card for our good friend. Yeah, Emily. I can't wait to hug you.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Hey, Risa, how are you? We're near the end, but you can definitely get a card in clearing. If you want to do a one-on-one, we might be offering it. Maybe we'll throw an offer on it. But Rose has an offer going in your magic mailbox.
Hashtag magic mailbox. It's for people. Well, I'll tell you more later. You're just gonna have to see, because we're focusing on a person right now. This is too many different directions we're going.
Nick, here we go.
I want to
We're getting a card for her spiritual law firm, how she can be more visible in this coming year. Wow, that's interesting.
For her law firm, you said?
Yeah. Spiritual law firm. So she helps with branding. I saw her stuff. It's pretty cool.
So, law firm that does branding?
She's a lawyer, yeah.
Oh, I don't understand how all those pieces fit together, but I'm
It's pretty
intrigued.
cool. I saw she did a thing on the Omi's Hangout, and it was really powerful. I liked it.
Cool.
And she likes purple as a color. Okay, grandmother of love, granddaughter of life is what's coming through here.
I pulled that card for anybody before.
So this card, and Rose will go into it a little bit more, but what's coming in here, Nick, is how knowledge is passed on, right? So in Native American traditions, the time of the ancestors is the north. It's the time of after you've planted your seeds, the fire has broken them open, you've gathered your harvest, you go into the north, and the north is the time of dreaming, right? It's the time of seeds and bones and marrow. It's where you hold that truth. Our bodies hold stories. How can you be more visible? You have to go deeper. You have to go deeper into yourself. This is calling for a journey to be taken. This is a journey of self-love, and a journey of mastery that needs to happen. Like literally, like call me up. We can work on this. But this is the journey of the Jaguar self, of your dark self, light self coming together, and it's the mastery of your ancestors and your old knowledge combining with your new knowledge, and also inner child stuff that needs to be healed here. So, what else do you want to talk about?
So, this has a lot to do too with, how do I want to say this? The ghosts of your past are getting in the way right now in terms of this visibility. Like, the reason I use that phrase, ghosts of your past, is it's kind of like there might be ways that we have acted in the past that we feel regret, or we feel judgment over the choices that we made, or how we screwed up, or what we did, how we were, who we were, how we felt, any of that stuff, right? It can impact our willingness to be visible, and how visible, and who we're visible to. And because when we're visible and we're trying to really raise our brand, our business, put it out there, put ourselves out there, if there's that fear of like being seen, being discovered, really being like kind of under scrutiny and getting called out, that can get in the way of our really, really pushing our visibility. And that's part of the message that's coming through for you with this card. It's saying it's time to let go of your judgments of yourself. And if you see your judgments, letting go, right? It doesn't mean you never have these feelings again. But at every stage of judgment, at every stage of self-talk, of criticism, of, like, I'm having a feeling and then I'm judging it. I had this experience and then I'm judging it. At any time you can interrupt and just witness instead, right? It'll stop that like spiral that just goes on and on and on, right? So for you, the important thing is to find a practice. We can make suggestions to you. It's like a perfect example of
your
the
mailbox.
things that would be in magic in your mailbox. Seriously, I'm not even kidding. Like, it's so important for you to recognize that shit that's happened has happened. And it's time to give yourself some grace around that, because if you keep beating yourself up or worrying that people are going to like think or say or whatever things about you, you are never going to be as visible as you want to be. You just have to roll with it. Humans are humans. Trust me. You know, and there may be people that judge, and there may be people that criticize, or things may become visible that you're like, not quite ready for. But it actually is not really going to matter in the long run. None of that stuff is going to matter. You have a reason that you're putting this out into the world. And if you can stay focused on that and give yourself grace, that visibility will come for you.
Dude, grace is the medicine, the balm to so many things, man. Grace and compassion.
Cool. That's all I got to say about that.
Let's go. There's your nugget.
Nougat. It's nougat, damn it. Nougat.
How do you say that name? Jenna or Gina? Go ahead.
Gianna or Gina or Gianna?
Gianna, bro.
Or Gina.
Or Gina. Brohan, are you still on? Just double checking. Please share and like if you want to check out more what we do individually. She has a page at Love by Design. The link is in the heading and path of IX ish.
I'm going to be putting out some really sweet, free and lower, like cost, more affordable offerings for some of you who might be interested in just getting like a little taste of what it's like to work with me. And highly recommend joining this group or liking my page in order to get access to those things.
Yeah, I have a lot of free offerings on my website. Just saying.
Okay. What is this about?
This is about why she's blocked spiritually.
Okay, so Gina, is that right?
Gina, yeah, it's Gina.
Okay, so Gina, we're doing a reading for you around why you are blocked spiritually. That was the question?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
And spiritual abilities and why she's blocked. So you got this beautiful, amazing card, and there's so much going on. I don't think you can even see it, but I'll just show it to you. She tames by laying down the staff and the rope. This a little bit is about surrender, right? This is a little about surrender. There's animals here. There's a hawk right here. These are hard to see because they're so the back. All these birds in the field. You also have rams here, corneros. Here's the staff, and here's the rope being laid down. And it seems like it's cotton. So just you can kind of see about that. So it seems that this is talking, my friend, about an element of surrender. Sometimes when we are blocked in our abilities, it's because we need to surrender. When our container is too small for our abilities, sometimes that causes blocking. So I truly believe in having a balance of body, mind, and soul, right? And so, exercise is I think really essential. I remember when my abilities started to just go right that my spirit told me, you got to get back into shape. You got to get back into the athletic shape that you were growing up throughout your life and stuff like that. You need, and I changed my diet. I changed a lot of things, and I've been back getting to be really strong. And it helps me be a good container for my energy. But that means I had to let go of things. I had to let go of what I thought I was supposed to be, how I was supposed to look, and all of those things. And I truly believe that this is really about laying down that rope, laying down that staff, surrendering in new ways. To allow for more expansion to happen. We talked earlier about one of the clearings was about the mind, how the mind always tries to figure everything out. we keep trying to figure everything out, and we overthink things, and we're not in our bodies, and we're not in our spirits. You know, we're three things, right? Body, mind, and soul. Which one's leading the pack? Which one's making the decisions? There's this amazing technique that I've been taught about how to deal with these three intelligences, but that's one-on-one work that I do. But that's something definitely to start kind of considering. Who is leading the decision? Is it your body, your mind, or your soul? Are they in balance?
So
cool. She meditates and does yoga. That's good.
Here's the interesting thing about this card, right? She tames by laying down the staff and rope. I know you mentioned this a little bit, but it's really talking about how you can overcome and achieve certain goals, not through a force, but just through, like you said, surrender and giving, sort of embracing what currently is. And so in regards to this block that you're describing, I really, for me, the message that's coming through is it's okay to continue to, like, you know, take action and move forward and continue developing yourself, but that it's going to be beneficial for you in this block to really embrace where you're at, to embrace the block, to embrace the fact that this
Trust
is happening,
the blocks,
and to really soften in the amount of mental pushing that you're doing, in the sort of like determination that you have to overcome it. Just relaxing a little bit and embracing where you're at and working with that energy in your mind and your heart and your soul, really just softening and becoming more gentle. It's actually going to work a lot more effectively at this point. I think there's times for pushing and there's times for just like stepping back a little bit, in terms of the, like, there's a situation that we were talking about today where we are just trying to, instead of thinking, what's the perfect way? What's this block? How are we going to get around it? How are we going to make it work? We're like, okay, what's something we could do that actually is like less engaging in the block? Not that we're avoiding it, but not pushing so hard. That is where this card is telling you right now is a good place to be in terms of this block that you're feeling around your gifts and skills.
The last thing that I want to say around that is, sometimes, despite, you know, meditating and doing yoga and whatever your practice is, sometimes you got to change it up. You know, I continuously change my workouts. I continuously change my meditation and stuff like that, so that there's still energy behind it and joy and fun. And sometimes it reminds me of what you were talking about. You know, the United States practices a lot of warrior yoga. It's very strong yoga. It was a yoga that was actually created to train the British military in India, right? Right, and a lot of people are blowing out their shoulders. And then there's you know, you were talking about how this gentleman does these amazing yoga classes. There's a lot of gentle yoga. I've seen a lot of gentle yoga. Really, there's kind of, thankfully, trying to balance the pendulum of the warrior and hot yoga, right? We're just really relaxing into poses. And it's like you said, sometimes you have to relax to release. Relax to release. Hashtag Marita. Relax to release.
Hashtag magic mailbox.
Magic mailbox. Relax to release. So this is talking, again, it's not about pushing. There's a lot of people, I feel like there's a lot of people here who are great creators, right? And they're like, you're like, let's go, let's do this. I have my business, I have this, I'm growing, I'm changing, I'm learning new things. And what's the container saying that we're building, what Spirit's saying for all of us in here is, relax into joy, relax into compassion, relax into grace. Can you take that? Relax into forgiveness. Can you let go of the conditions that you have for yourself, or the conditions that you've put on for what your idea of success is? Can you relax on the journey and be led? Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. We are at the end of our hour. We're going to do, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
We're going to do a quick carding clearing for the group. So this is what we've been doing lately. It's really powerful. In the comments, please write anything that you want to release or anything that you want to bring in. So, and then we'll do the clearing for people who are watching now and people who will be watching later. And it's been really powerful for people to be very honest, right? You know, I want to let go of fear. I want to let go of self-control. Of controlling, right? I want to let go of deceiving myself. You know, yeah, of course, you're welcome for the reading. You know, one of the things that I'm so thankful for lately is really just, surrendering. So I'm going to continue to surrender. So I'm letting go of control. I continue on this path of surrendering into the vibration of joy, which brings me self-compassion, right? Spirit has been teaching me so much. She was asking, we've been away from each other for the last couple of days, and I've been going through a lot spiritually. And we did a ceremony before we came on. I just started crying and weeping and weeping and weeping, just because I was like, I can't believe that I'm allowing myself to love myself so much, you know. And look at me, I'm getting teary eyed, you know. I'm giving myself the permission to love myself, you know, to not have to drive myself, drive my body, drive my mind, to have the answers, to be the fittest, to be the strongest, to be the fastest, I'm relaxing into surrender. I'm relaxing into not knowing the solutions to everything. And I'm just loving myself where I am at that moment in my life. And the past couple of days, the expansion that I've had and the downloads that I've had have been just like, whew, I can't even explain, right? So yes, thank you so much. Release physical pain, welcome in inspiration, bringing more self-discipline. Yeah. This is all beautiful. Obligation and old thought pattern. Yeah. Let's smudge that. Yep. Control and self-doubt. That's a big one. Tracy Day, I'm going to say one thing about Ho'oponopono. Make sure you're doing it for yourself, my friend, not just for others. Self-forgiveness, self-compassion is one of the most powerful things that you can give to yourself to be able to then give to others. If people keep bringing things into the comments, we're going to start clearing the space. Rosie's going to start pulling a card. Thank you for everyone who's joined us. Marita with the Path of East, one who touches lightning. Rose, love by design. If you're interested in a little bit of magic in your mailbox every day, hashtag
every week.
Every week. Hashtag magic mailbox, right?
Yeah.
And Rose will get you, we'll send you some more information to how to get that.
I am going to give you guys on Ice Cream Sunday a special offer up until it goes live, which is going to be in October. So I would highly recommend, if you've been curious about working with us and you're feeling like, I can't afford to do like a really big private session, even though I'm not going to go into how that is totally a story that we tell ourselves sometimes. This is an amazing opportunity. Yeah, it's going to be so much practices that have personally changed my life, changed the shape of my life completely over the past 5 years of my life, starting with the easiest stuff. So I'm really excited to be bringing this to you guys. They're going to be videos in your mailbox. So coming at you in October, and my birthday's in October. So it would also be like a birthday present to me at the same time that you're giving yourself a present.
I love it. I love it.
So yeah, magic mailbox, hashtag magic mailbox, and I will give you information and I will get you in on that special pricing. So yeah, keep releasing, people. I am burning some sweetgrass here.
Sweetgrass, not sage.
This is sweetgrass right now. Sweetgrass is amazing. Marita's going to do a little clearing, and I'm going to pull a card for the group. And thank you all so much for being here and being a part of this today.
Nakampanseowa, nakampanseowa, hoa, hoa, he, ya, hoa, nakampanseya, he, hoa, hoa, nakampanse, he, oh, nakampanseowa, nakampanseowa, wa, wa. Ahe, oh, nakampanseowa, nakampanseowa, ahe, oh, ahe, oh, ahe, oh, nakampanseowa.
What are we doing next weekend?
Okay, as we're clearing the energy of the whole group. One of the things that this group needs to release is sorrow and disappointment, and bring in the energy of self-forgiveness. We're so hard on ourselves sometimes. And we say, I have to be here and I have to be doing this. And why haven't I met this goal at this time in this place? Why am I not here? Why am I not here? I'm a failure. And there's a sorrow around that and self-judgment around that. And we have to go not away from the sorrow, but through it. We have to mourn the loss of our ideals, right? So what's coming in, again, tangerine to kind of brighten that, to bring a sweet brightness of flavor. And it's for our third chakra, which is
Manipura. City of Jewels.
City of Jewels. So clearing that out, how we put ourselves out there in the world, that sweet, sweet, tangy, sweet, tart tangerine. So we can walk through our sorrows and be fed. The song that I just sang, and it came to me once again, it came to me again. I woke up singing it. I was asking Spirit for more direction on what it was. It's a song to lead you through the spirit worlds. The Aztecs believe that there's four ¿cómo se dice? No direcciones, pero four neighborhoods, four boroughs of the underworld. Nalgampan. Not only is it a place in Mexico City, but it translates to the four neighborhoods. And this song is a song to lead us through that underworld of ourselves, lead us through that sorrow, lead us through our shadow as we heal.
Okay, so close on the heels. Sacred Falcon shows the way. You can't actually see the falcon. The falcon is right here in this card. This card encapsulates so much of what's at the center of the work that I do with Love by Design, and all the ways that the many different paths that I have worked professionally, personally, are weaving together into the work that I do now. So let me tell you what this card is about. This card is about trusting the guidance and the signs and the wisdom of nature, connecting yourself to it, going out and being in it, and really allowing it to guide you. And it's so much about trusting the wisdom of your heart, even when it feels irrational. It is all about trusting that gut, trusting that intuition, trusting the wisdom that we have, and really allowing that to guide you right now. So I mean, this is literally the exact work that I'm doing. I have some amazing offerings that are coming out connected to this topic of wildness, of wisdom, of intuition, right? Of really connecting and understanding the power of that inner truth. And I'm actually super excited. I'm going to be working with a one-on-one client around this exact issue, right? Developing your intuition, figuring out how to trust your intuition and follow it and understand how much information it gives you about the world, about relationships, about your career, about how you're spending your day-to-day life. Okay? That shit is powerful. So for this group, Remember, look to nature, trust the signs, trust that little voice inside of you that's telling you, go this way, go that way, spend time over here, meet this person, try this thing. Just listen, and notice the ways that your life is going to change based on that. It's been a pleasure being with you all today. My name is Rose with Love by Design.
Marita with the Path of Ish.
Like I said, if you are interested in getting little tips on how to connect to your intuition, to bring magic into your relationships, to really deepen your connection to the universe and all the ways that that is going to benefit you, then hashtag magic mailbox. I know it's hilarious. I can't wait for all of the jokes about that to come in. And I will send you information to get on the early bird pricing before I actually release it in October. It's been amazing. Thank you all for releasing what you released today.
Yeah.
Juicy, good, deep, wild, dark. Remember, until next time, live your life
to the sweetest.
We'll see you next Sunday at 3 p.m. San Francisco time. Join our group so that you know when we're going live and you can get on that list. Cool. Ciao.
Ciao.
Hi.